Good afternoon, everybody, or should I say evening. I'm going to show you this evening a little bit about USA Test Prep performance tasks. USA Test Prep is an effective blended learning tool that can be used to improve student test performance. USA Test Prep has several different uses, but in my classroom, I stick with the benchmarks, assignments with performance tasks, and the review games. I'm going to show you a little bit about USA Test Prep tonight. And since all of the activities are self-directed, students can drive their own learning as they complete the assignments. So my school and several other schools have their own account ID. I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. Log in as a member. But I'm pretty sure that schools, when they buy a subscription to USA Test Prep, they have their own account information and account ID, and therefore all of the students that are linked to Myrtle Beach Middle School are also linked in USA Test Prep. So you can just select them, create classes, which is what I've done here. You can create benchmark tests, which I have done 2 of. And you could also create assignments, which is what we're going to do today. And as you can see, a lot of my assignments are mostly performance tasks, except for the one benchmark that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new assignment. Since USA Test Prep is aligned to South Carolina state science standards, which allows assessment questions and performance tests to directly align to all of the indicators. So I'm going to just pick all of my classes, and this is going to be a single assignment. Hit continue. Then the assignment name is going to be Unit 1 Benchmark Review. And then, like I said, you can pick a test, practice, or video. Videos are really good. They are all aligned to the state standards. So I choose the test, and then I choose what standard I am looking for. So I'm looking for systems and resources. And then it pulls up all of the different videos that come with at least 3 questions with the video. But today, like I said, I was going to create an assignment based on a performance task. Now, performance tasks come in different forms. Once I get this pulled up. So they come in a choose, classify, highlight, label, matching, and then order, and then this multi. So the multi can be a reading passage where you drag and drop the answer that fills in the blank, and then they can submit that. And the USA Test Prep will grade it and then tell them what they did incorrectly. I think I'm just going to look for matching today, so I'm going to click on it, see if it's what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for something to reinforce the indicators that we studied along with continental drift. As you can see here, they have a passage that the students read, and then each step in the development of the theory of continental drift is supported by evidence. We have talked about ample amounts of evidence that they've used to identify that continental drift has occurred here on the Earth, and then match the step with the appropriate evidence. So evidence is here, and then step that goes with that, you drag and drop the answers here. So I like that one. So I'm going to select where to go. Oh, I'm going to select matching evidence of continental drift. Hit continue. Then you can have a start date, which I'm going to have them start it tomorrow. it says it gives you a warning of if you choose a date that's in the future. And then I'm going to have it due no later than Wednesday. And I'm going to share this assignment because all the teachers at my school can go into the shared assignment section and they can find the same assignment. I'm going to ask that I'm going to only have them attempt it 3 times, and then their minimum score must be a 90%. Well, actually, if I have them attempt it 3 times, unlimited multiple attempts have been enabled, and retest missed questions has been disabled because you are requiring a minimum score. So if you do a minimum score, I'm guessing that I have to have unlimited. But if I do not do a minimum score, then I can have them take it as many times as I say, or as many times as they choose. Then I save the assignment. So I'm going to return to the assignments. And then it appears right here in my list of assignments that I've assigned to all of my students. See 84. Then the options pop up where I can archive this assignment, so save it for, in the past, or save it for the future. I just don't want it on my assignment list right now. I can duplicate it, I can preview it, I can change the settings, and I can also share it. But I've already shared the assignment. This little S right here says shared assignments. So that shows that anybody at my school can see that assignment. So that is all I have for you today. Performance tasks for students are really easy. I attached the benchmark that I made for the students on Earth Systems and Resources. I'll show you right here. We actually separated out by indicator. And if you preview it, this is what the students will see when they go in. Students also see that begin button. And what happens is all of the questions, so it takes a little while, depending on the amount of questions that you have, whether of how long it takes to load the activity, but because it loads all of the questions on the same page. But at the top, when it loads, you will see that I have also selected 3 different performance tasks that the students will need to complete in addition to the questions that I provided them on their benchmark assessment. And it mixes it up of the way that you assess the students. It allows them to really show that they don't have to know the answer to a multiple choice question always. Sometimes it's going to be like move around the parts in pieces, so on and so forth. So as I said, there are 35 points out of 55 total, so there are 35 questions. Then they can click on the performance task, and I've selected the comparing constructive and destructive forces. I've also selected the mineral properties, which we have studied as well. And then the third performance task is the rock cycle. So they had to move and drag and drop the parts and pieces. So I think the kids really like this because it really brought in the pieces that like if you make a foldable in class, they can really see this to life. Instead of a multiple choice question, they can really drag and drop those pieces where they think they belong. And then they are graded, like for example, this performance task is 6 points. This one is also 6 points, and this one was 8 points. So that's all I have for us today for using USA Test Prep. So performance tasks in USA Test Prep are instructionally beneficial when it comes to students mastering the content standards. Students are able to complete basic skills with the contents that include choosing, classifying, highlighting, labeling, matching, and ordering. This helps the students use the content with a different instruction experience because the tasks are not the same old multiple choice structured assessment questions. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.